Coffee.
It's not you, it's me.
Coffee, we've had some great times, but I just think we need to see other people for a little while.
So I drink a lot of coffee.
Every day I drink about 2 to 3 cups of coffee depending on my mood and my grogginess.
I think I just like having a cup of coffee in my hand. I like having something to do. I don't like sitting at my desk for too long because it makes me go crazy.
For me to feel awake throughout a work day, it used to be 3 or 4 cups of coffee, and then it was 5 or 6 cups of coffee. Now it's 6 to 8 cups of coffee. And with that increase of caffeine, I think I'm starting to develop anxiety.
I'm interested in cutting out coffee because I have anxiety, and coffee definitely doesn't help that.
Taking a step back, I'm thinking, if you're really anxious, maybe the cups of stimulants you're pouring into your mouth throughout the day is a thing to check in on.
Can caffeine cause anxiety?
Yes. So caffeine can exacerbate anxiety that already exists, but caffeine can also independently cause anxiety.
That's kind of why I'm doing this. I'm trying to just quit cold turkey, and I'm not gonna have a drink of caffeine or anything else that has caffeine in it for 7 days to see if I can get this out of my system.
So it's gonna be a brutal first couple of days.
Tomorrow's gonna be a nightmare.
What symptoms can we expect by cutting out caffeine?
50% of the time, people will experience a headache when they quit using caffeine cold turkey. Fatigue or sleepiness, just being more tired than usual, being very sleepy, yawning, difficulty concentrating, being depressed, irritable, and also, in certain cases, people experience a flu-like syndrome.
So as a replacement of coffee today, I figure I'm just gonna do water. Stay hydrated. I assume being hydrated gives you energy.
I just woke up, it's day 1, and I have so much to do today. I think today's gonna be a struggle.
So day 1 without coffee, and I'm already craving it real hard. So I think I'm gonna get a giant bottle of water to hydrate, and hopefully that will get rid of my craving. Day 1 was surprisingly not too intense. It felt like the calm before the storm almost, because I've had caffeine headaches and withdrawal before, but my first day not drinking coffee, I didn't have any headaches or anything, but it felt like something was a little off. I don't know if it's psychosomatic or what, but it's 3:30 and I feel like I can just fall asleep standing up right now.
My train was super delayed, and I'm already kind of grumpy, so I'm gonna try to find something to hold me over, uncaffeinated. I don't know how this is gonna turn out. Day 1, I didn't do anything to replace coffee, and I think that was my biggest problem. I just had a seltzer, and that didn't do anything for me. The whole day was a haze. I felt like a zombie going through.
I would describe the first day really as just tired.
It's not quite coffee.
I was just sleepy. I didn't feel any sort of withdrawal from the coffee. I didn't feel sick. I don't think I was irritable.
This stuff does jack shit.
That entire day at work, I really got very little accomplished because I couldn't stay focused, and I didn't feel like I was bringing anything or any energy to my work.
So, first day is over. I'm walking out of work now. I did end up getting a little bit of a headache, and I was falling asleep standing up.
It's not even 8:30 and it feels like it's midnight. The headache is spread my whole forehead. It feels like somebody's just pushing in on the sides of my head constantly.
Caffeine is a drug that directly antagonizes a certain receptor in the brain called adenosine. And adenosine is a substance in the brain that sort of makes us sleepy. Your body is accustomed, let's say with 7 or 8 cups of coffee a day, to having so much antagonism of adenosine. Then what happens is when you abruptly remove it, now you have all this extra adenosine because the body always compensates. And so when you remove the caffeine, now you have more adenosine binding than you would be accustomed to, which makes you sleepy and tired and can also cause that throbbing, sensitive to movement headache.
And there's a video that my girlfriend shot of me. I just passed out on the couch while we were watching television. And in the video you see, like, I am in the most uncomfortable position. And the next morning, I still woke up and I was tired.
Usually caffeine withdrawal peaks between about 20 hours after your last dose and about 60 hours after your last dose. So sometime in the first 2 to 3 days is when people will experience the worst symptoms.
The second day is when I noticed the withdrawal.
Day 2, walking to work, and it is raining, and I have headaches now. Day 2, I start to actually feel the physical symptoms, and that was probably the hardest day.
I had every intention to go to the gym today because I felt like that would help me wake up. I still feel so tired.
I got my ass out of bed at 6 a.m. somehow, and I'm headed in for a short workout. My energy got completely kick-started when I went to the gym, and I felt really, really good, better than if I had a cup of coffee in the morning. I'm hoping today goes a lot better than yesterday. I'm feeling a little bit more confident about the challenge. I think it's gonna get better. So I think that was definitely the key, and I tried to stick with that throughout the whole 7 days, and I've noticed the days that I do go to the gym, I feel a lot better in the morning.
I also noticed how many people on the subways or on the streets are holding coffee, and how many coffee shops there are in New York City. You can't walk a block without passing 3 or 4 of them.
We're all caffeine addicts, it seems.
The weekend became difficult. I went upstate to Tarrytown with my girlfriend. We just wanted a nice day outside the city, and so every corner there are coffee shops, and the smell of coffee just like wafting through the air. I knew that that was going to become the worst day.
I think this is a sign.
And I felt bad for my girlfriend, who was really enjoying that day, that I really wasn't present because I was just so tired. So on day 3, I cracked. On day 3, I realized this is not something I'm able to do cold turkey.
This is just one. It's the weekend. I'm very tired. Just one.
As soon as I tasted the coffee on my tongue, my body started getting ready for it. The colors started getting a little bit more vibrant. The world started getting a little clearer. I would drink coffee for the rest of the experiment, but I would do it just 1 cup of coffee in the morning. And at no point throughout the rest of the day would I allow myself to have more caffeine. I could have 1 drink, and that was gonna be it. Go from 8 to 1.
Weekend was tough. I was at brunch, and everyone I was with started taunting me with their coffees. Just like looking at me in the eyes and drinking it, or just shoving it in my face. So I need to get new friends for sure.
Hello, it's the end of day 4 and I made it through wonderfully. I actually didn't have any headaches at all today. I think working out has been the key to keeping my energy elevated without caffeine.
So I cheated a little bit and I went to a vitamin store around the block from work, and the only thing they suggested was ginseng. And apparently that will give me energy without giving me caffeine. I feel like I'm in the future right now. I feel like everyone else is in 2017, I'm in 3017, taking energy pills with ginseng. As I was taking it, I saw it says nut-free on the side. And that actually did make me feel pretty level-headed and energized, and I got a lot of work done. So I don't know, it could have just been a placebo, who knows? It definitely feels miles away from where I was last week, for sure.
I did notice a really big difference. I noticed the anxiety was gone.
I don't think cutting out caffeine benefited my mental health a ton.
I've also been very productive at work.
Working out helped it. That definitely soothed the anxiety.
I do remember the day that we did the first interview, I was way more, I was just thinking about how anxious I was. Right now, there's no part of my brain that I'm thinking man, my anxiety's out of control today.
One thing that many people don't realize is that when you become tolerant to a drug, you don't become tolerant to all the effects in the same way at the same time. So what often happens is people become tolerant to the stimulating effects of the drug, let's say, or the euphoric effects of the drug, but they don't become tolerant to some of the side effects of the drug.
And so going forward, I'm gonna drink 1 cup of coffee every day.
Yay! Really? Yeah. It's up to me if I want to drink it. Oh, this is a test.
I'm not gonna drink this coffee. I'm not ready to give in yet, and I'm considering trying to cut out coffee for longer.
I think I'm not ready to get back into coffee. I think I'm gonna get back into it, but I think I might wait till maybe tomorrow.
So I will not be drinking this cup of coffee because I already drank my coffee today, and this would be completely unnecessary. Based on your experience, can you drink this coffee?
Yeah. What?